back to Outdoor Envy episode 12, and you wouldn't even recognize this place since last week. So check it out.
A ton of progress now that all the groundwork's in. We're installing the armor stone wall in the back. The waterfall's going in, the plumbing's taken care of over there. We're working on our steps right now. We just had to replace a step because it was damaged, so we got a new step from Arns, the landscape supplier. And we've got all of our pavers down, of course. So our lower level's done, our upper level is taken care of, and right now I'm just working on the form for the steps going into the pavilion on both sides, and of course my waterfall. We got that big waterfall. Come take a look. I just knocked on the porta potty door and this guy goes, "Can I help you?" Freaks out at me for no reason.
We did have HPB all along here, but a miscommunication error by Kieran told us to push dirt up to the wall. So now we got to push it all back and move this HPB back to where we were to have the armor stones go along here and back up against this path.
Come on, Kieran.
Thanks a lot, Kieran. Come on.
Guys, Mark's wrong. There's no armor stone that goes here. Our armor stone comes and then our steps go up and it wraps into our steps. This is supposed to be lawn and blend in with our lawn area.
Come on, Mark. How many good times are we going to redo this? Come on. Well, let's go break the news.
So Kieran, I saw you chatting with Mark. Who was right and who was wrong?
You know, John, it doesn't really matter who was right, but you know, in the end, I was right. It is grass there, so the guys are now moving that dirt again so that we can put our grass in there.
Hey Kieran.
Yeah.
What could you tell us some things that most people wouldn't know about the work that needs to be done to complete a project like this?
I think it's a lot about the planning. I know Mark talks a lot about planning, but there's a lot of planning that goes into it. As you see, we threw the pavers down super quickly, but if it weren't for all the planning and making sure our grades were set and you know, all of our slopes were good, we wouldn't have gotten those down as fast as we did. So making sure everything is set before getting to the fun part, I guess. When we first showed up, everything was super, super low. And we spent probably 2 weeks running the machines nonstop, bringing all of our grades up about 5 or 6 feet. So we were running a ton of dirt just to bring all the heights up to get them where we need, so we don't have huge ramps or, you know, staircases to get to spots. So getting everything to height and making sure it is where it needs to be takes a lot of time.
What would you say would be required if you wanted to raise the grade by a couple of inches, you know, of a pretty large area? A couple of inches doesn't sound like much, but what would be involved in that?
Well, we're fortunate enough to have access to machines. We have the Case 420 here, as well as the MT100 and our Bobcat, and we're able to move dirt pretty quickly, but just finding the dirt, first of all, we got fortunate that we had dirt here and we were able to move that dirt, but making sure that you have the machines and moving it to the spot and then having to drag it out and grade it all so it's nice and level. So it's more than just, you know, picking up dirt and putting it down in a spot. You gotta first find the material, then move the material, and then grade out that material so it's nice and level and looks nice.
Alex, what's the most important thing that you are contributing to this project?
I think raking, I think that's my main job today at least. It makes everything flat so that you can start working on it.
Would you consider yourself in the top 1% of rakers in the world?
No, maybe top 10 though.
Okay, that's pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah.
Room for improvement.
Exactly.
Nice. Hey friend, what's your main contribution that you're making to the project right now?
I just do whatever they tell me to do. I just work here.
Slave right here.
Yeah, they get me to rake a bunch, shovel. I drive that little MT around. I lay stone. I run a lot of wheelbarrows. I just do a bunch of stuff. Just a supporter on the team. The whole project turns out swimmingly when there's just good support behind everything.
So it's end of summer and I'm gonna lose some of my staff back to school. Kieran's going back to university, Mac's going to college for heavy equipment, and Blake's going back to high school. So they've been a great help, and I hope that they've learned a lot this summer and all the preparation that goes into the work that we do. I'm gonna miss the guys, but I've got some new guys coming in and they're gonna help us finish what we need to get finished. And again, all the prep and all the groundwork's done, which is the majority of the work. So can't really thank them enough for all the help and hard work they put in this summer. I believe in manifestation and the law of attraction. So last year wasn't too hot. We still had jobs. We had probably 5 or 6 jobs, but I don't know. It was a lower point of business for my dad and I. So I don't know. He always has high hopes and, you know, attracts whatever he wants. So I do believe that was part of what we have here today. But I truly think he deserves what he has, and he works very hard. I believe what you can put in your head, you can put in your life. So, I mean, whatever you put your mind to, you can do. I mean, obviously I'm still in the process of reaching my goals, but there has been goals I wanted that I've seen in real time, you know, come alive. Chase your dreams!
So Blake, why did you choose to spend your time, your summer, working on a construction site rather than like having fun and going to pool parties and stuff?
Because next year I'll be starting an apprenticeship, so I want to gain as much experience working with my hand in the field, working with also my cousin, my uncle, trying to get as much done, help out, make a bit of money.
And did you have any FOMO? Like any things that you've seen your friends doing that you weren't able to do that you kind of feel you missed out on?
Not really. I still have time at the end of the day to go out with them. We work 7 to 5. I got the rest of the day after that.
And where do you get that work ethic from? The fact that you're able to make that decision to do that?
It's just kind of been instilled over years with my dad and my uncle and, well, Mark and my cousin Tyler and everybody in my family.
We just ran out of diesel, so we're going the normal way. Old school method, normal way kind of thing. We need to set this up so there's a bit of grade away so the water moves, and we are creating steps up to this platform up here from this platform, from this lower level, so you can get up to here.
So Kieran, it's your last day on the job today.
It is.
What are you going to miss the most about working on this project?
I think I'm gonna miss getting to see the guys every day and working with the crew.
You're gonna see some serious progress happen here. All the groundwork's done. As you keep talking about the groundwork, that's all done. So now everything is just, it moves exponentially, and especially with this great team, we're just flying right now. Whatever the problem is, doesn't slow us down. Go look at the progress. Thanks again so much for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to our Instagram, we're Landscape That. And next week, you'll see some sod down, you'll see some waterfalls built, maybe running, we'll see. I don't think we'll have it running, we won't get a liner and a pool in, but thanks again for watching, really appreciate you guys. And stay tuned for more episodes that'll be guaranteed to give you outdoor envy.